Warning, the following car hater review is totally biased and meant to piss you the fuck off. There is strong language and no political correctness spoken here. If you can't handle the truth, go fuck yourself and go view the other 99% of the copycat car video reviewers out there. Okay, 2018 Kia Stinger performance bargain at $31,900. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. When it's all said and done, this thing's going to be over probably 55 G's. The $31,000 one is, of course, the shitty 2-liter. Yeah, it's got some power. It's got 255 horsepower, 260 pounds of torque, 0 to 60 in less than 6 seconds. Ooh, okay. So 5.9 to be exact. So then there's the good one, the 3.3-liter twin-turbo V6 two-engine Labada engine, whatever the fuck that is. 365 horsepower at 6,000 RPMs, 376 pounds of torque. Torque is from 1,350 to 4,500 RPMs. Looks like there's some action there. 4.7 seconds to 60. Okay, top speed 167. Here's your problem. $49,000, okay, will be for the GT2 trim. They got one with the GT1 trim at $43,500, right? So we'll go with the $50,000 one, of course, but you have to add $2,200 for all-wheel drive, and of course, you know, there's a destination fee. Regardless, when you get out of that dealership, I'm going to round it up to the $55,000. Then you have your tax, your title, your fees, your tax, and this tax and that tax, you know, dock fees and fucking bank fees, all types of shit. So the real question is, what's this thing going to lease for? Is this going to be a good lease? Because no one in their right mind is going to buy this fucking car. And if they do, they're fucking stupid. Because, put it this way, Americans don't buy cars anymore. No one does. Everybody's renting everything to the next big 36-month thing. And if you're really smart, you'll do it in 24 months and be switching in and out of cars as fast as possible because they're boring as fuck. So Kia decides, all right, let's get into a realm where it kind of doesn't make any sense for us because we're supposed to be making shitty cars. So what Kia should be focusing on is low-budget cars. Let Hyundai focus on mid-level. And then, of course, you got stupid fucking Genesis trying to take on the Highline cars. A lot of these car companies seem to lose their way. And I just don't quite understand their logic behind this sort of thing. I'm not going to say, listen, Harman Kardon, what a bullshit sound system, by the way. The car looks nice inside. I'm not going to say it's not a good-looking car. It is. Kind of reminds me of the Holden or the Chevy SS. I don't know, it's got a lot of different weird looks going on to it. And I just haven't really looked at it so much to really take a real look to figure out, it's a hatchback too. Look at that. You can see. Now that actually, the back looks like the Fisker Karma with the taillights. So it's got a lot of different elements going on. But here's the real question. Hyundai went full force with the line Genesis, okay? And they figured, let's get into the luxury market. Now, if we look at these numbers, the Genesis Coupe, I didn't even think they fucking made that thing anymore. They sold 5. I'm not even going to focus on that. Let's focus on the two sedans, the G80 and the G90. They didn't even sell 30,000 of them, okay? So 25, 26, 27, just under, 28,000 in 16. Now 17, the car's even worse. Like I said, 17, they're still selling the Genesis Coupe. What are they smoking over there? They haven't even sold 13,000 yet. So, okay, September, October, November, December. What do you think they're really going to pull out of this thing? Could they sell 16,000 cars? So, combined, is it worth doing this, like 35,000 cars in 2 years? Now, Genesis really just came into play, we'll say, for 17, where it's no longer called Hyundai. They're doing even worse now. So why is Kia saying to themselves, hey, let's get into the sports car segment? This sounds like a great idea. Either they're making so much money per car that they're like, hey, let's really rip these fucking assholes off, that there's a lot of profitability here. I don't know. I don't know when they're around the board table and they come up with these fucking crazy ideas. It's quite bizarre to me, because if the numbers don't match up, look at the Hyundai Azera. Great looking car, whatever it is. They sold a whole 25 of them. So they're going to scrap it this year. This is the end of that car. So now you have these higher line, like Kia and Hyundai, they're supposed to be the same company, even though they're, I don't know, there's a market share or shares within the company or whatever it is. But I find it weird that a lot of these companies actually work against themselves. And they're not the only ones. Audi and Volkswagen do that. Porsche, they're in the same company, but yet you'll have Volkswagen competing with Audis when they came out with the Phaeton. It doesn't make any sense. So here we have it once again with the Koreans now doing it, where, you know what it's like? Everybody's like, let's oversaturate the market with shit that people don't need. So maybe we could pick up a couple sales here and there. And I think, you know what? It would probably be smarter maybe to decrease all these cars and all the options that you have, because you're almost confusing consumers. They don't even know what to buy anymore. There's just too many fucking choices. So just think about this. How many of these are they really going to sell? What's the lease going to be on this car? They should really blow this thing out on a 24-month lease for like $3 something a month. And then it will make sense with very minimal money down. I've seen Infiniti do that with the Q50 when it first came out. They were offering a 24-month lease. But you know what? Infiniti had good sales along the lines. Infiniti's always been known as the luxury but sporty brand. I think they lost their way too, don't get me wrong. And Infiniti's always made a fast car. So I think Kia, as much as, yeah, this is a nice looking car or whatever, but at the end of the day, it's still a fucking Kia. Hey, what kind of car do you drive? Yeah, I drive a Kia Stinger. Just let that sink in for a minute, okay? When people ask you, say, hey, what kind of car do you drive? Oh, I drive an Audi. You don't even have to tell them what fucking model, because they're impressed, even though you're driving that bullshit A3 that's a fucking Volkswagen GT Golf. So what you got to think to yourself is, hey, is it really worth me investing in this car? This is probably a fun car to blast around a little bit, but at the end of the day, you're going to want to throw it into a telephone pole. Car hater, subscribe.
Follow Automotive Ad Builder on our social networking sites to keep up with the latest videos, reviews, autos for sale, and vehicle marketing solutions. We also welcome any questions or comments. One of our staff will be happy to help you.